this lady, whew.
Man, she was hot. She was mad. She wanted everyone to know that she was not pleased. She was wearing out this poor flight attendant about how terrible the service was and how long they had to sit there.
I almost snuck a Tufo sticker in her bag.
You should have. What the hell's this?
These assholes.
Looked it up. I don't want to listen to this positive bullshit. With this crap in my life. So,
let me be mad.
Welcome back to another episode of Till the Wheels Fall Off. I'm Matt.
I'm Paige.
And today we're going to talk about how to improv to improve your life.
Oh, I love that.
A valuable life skill, which we just made up on the fly. Well, not really the skill, but the term. Let's copyright that, registered trademark. It's ours now. So we just got back from a week-long trip in London. Never been there before, decided we were going to give it a shot. And the way we travel is considered by some odd, hectic, disorganized. What are some other adjectives and synonyms
crazy?
Here? Yeah,
think that we're
it's just kind of nuts. Just kind of nuts. We don't plan anything.
Nah.
We don't do itineraries. We sort of live our lives that way too, in a lot of respects.
Yep.
We improv a lot of what we do.
It was not always like that for me.
It was not. So we book a trip to London and no itinerary. We show up. We packed jackets, raincoats, long sleeves, and positivity. Mm-hmm. Those are the things we packed.
Yep.
We had delays going in. We get there. We won't spend too much time on walking you through the trip. If you follow us on social media, on our Instagram account, at @Tufo_couple, you would have seen basically the entire trip, all the highlights, the fun stuff we did. Just briefly, what are some cool things that we did, Paige? What's worth sharing with the listener?
We saw everything.
Saw everything. It's a little late, y'all.
We did a food tour. We did a taxi tour to where they took us around and showed us all the cool stuff like Buckingham Palace, Big Ben,
Westminster Abbey.
Oh, Tower of London. We did that
dope.
separate. It was so awesome. It's like this super cool castle looking thing. It's
Oh,
like
we
you're
went to
going
the-
through medieval times. I wasn't done talking about how cool that was.
Keep going.
No, keep going. Your turn.
I was going to say the Winston Churchill War Room.
Yeah, that was my next one. That was cool too. The kids loved that, which was very interesting.
What was your favorite part about the Tower of London?
Oh man, just like the architecture.
Say it.
Story of my freaking life. Productable.
That was the remix.
Yeah, the architecture is amazing.
I like the crown jewels. That was crazy to see those crowns with all the diamonds and stuff.
Oh yeah, that was super badass.
Absolutely nuts.
Couldn't take pictures in there though. That was a bummer.
The torture room was sick.
Oh yeah, MJ was like, "Look at this. That's crazy."
They used to pull people apart, and then they had this other thing that basically put you in like the fetal position, and then they just squish you.
Squish you.
They just killed you that way.
That's nasty.
For like stealing a loaf of bread or
and
something.
And people
Who
like
knows
to
what.
watch that shit too. And that's where I'm like, what is with people back in the day?
They were kind of sadistic, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. So anyway, we saw everything that all the tourists see. The family almost got hit by a car.
London's crazy. It's like New York City of the UK. It's packed. It's crazy. And so one day we decided to do what any reasonable person would do, was drive in it. So we are from the United States, if you could not tell. But it's always been a bucket list item to get a car and drive on the wrong side of the road.
Not for me. This would be Matt's bucket list item.
It was absolutely wild. They say that if you want to test your marriage and communication skills, a great way to do that is to get a kayak, a tandem kayak.
Yeah.
We love kayaking.
We
It's
do
fun.
great on that.
We really do. Like within a few moments, like we're navigating perfectly. We're steering the correct way. We're paddling with each other. And it's like, hey, let's go over here. And we both know how to turn to get there. And we communicate really well. How did driving in London go, though?
It was almost ending in divorce.
It wasn't that bad, but it was hectic as hell. It's a strange feeling being on the wrong side of the car, like looking toward the driver's side and seeing her over there. And some funny stuff would happen. Like Paige is an oh shit handle fan. Like that is her main jam in the car.
It's impulse.
I mean, like here, we're just driving around. Like she slams her foot into the floorboard and then simultaneously reaches up with her left hand or with her
Right hand.
Right hand.
No, it's my right hand.
Yeah, your right hand to grab the oh shit handle. But over there, she was doing the same thing and using her right hand, but there's no oh shit handle. She's grabbing toward the middle of the car.
So I was grabbing air.
It was hilarious. It's weird though. Like to check your rearview mirror, I kept looking off and up and to the right instead of the left. Turning right into traffic is insane. Roundabouts with like 4 or 5 lanes are absolutely insane. And it's not like the United States or maybe just in Texas where we live, there's a service road. If your kids are hungry, like ours were, like, hey, pull over, we're hungry.
Well, do you see shit to pull over
Where do I pull over, guys? I don't even know where I'm going. I don't know what's going on.
Are we even on the right side of the road?
We pulled into a truck stop, which they don't call them trucks, they call them lorries. They've got cute words for everything over there. A lorry stop.
A lot of shit makes sense, but lorry didn't make sense to me.
It was so much fun, though. Every day consisted of let's wake up and figure out something to do, with the exception of a couple of things. Like the page mentioned some of the general things we wanted to see, but we would wake up, do something, and then that night, like laying in bed, we would have this conversation. So what are we going to do tomorrow? And we'd get online, Google food tour, Google like private taxi tour or things to see. And we would just head off and find them. It was nuts. We got in the car to go to Diddley Squat Farm, which was, if you're not a fan of Clarkson's Farm on Amazon Prime, that became like our show. We are neither car enthusiasts. Well, I guess I am, but we're not farmers for sure.
Nah.
But that became like a fun show that we watched.
It's hilarious. Y'all should check it out.
The point of the episode, though, the point of this and how we think this is helpful to the listener, to anyone that comes across this episode, is that there is something to be said about improvising through life. It's not, for the black and white thinkers, it's not to say that you never plan. Some things you have to plan.
Yeah.
But when we travel, we love the adventure. We love the improv because that's where some of our most memorable experiences come from.
Set your expectations low.
Yeah, that's another piece of this thing. It's your expectations dictate your happiness. And I'm pretty sure that we've covered that before in an episode, haven't we?
Yeah.
I'm sure we have. If we haven't, though, it makes sense. Your expectations dictate your happiness. If you go into a trip and you've got a million things planned and something goes wrong or right, whichever way you want to look at it.
It just is.
Yeah, it can be tough for some people to sort of bring in line their expectations in reality. And when my level of acceptance is equal to my expectations, I'm happy. When my level of acceptance is higher than my expectations, I'm serene. When my expectations exceed my acceptance, things go wrong. And I lived my life this way for, God, years and years and years. And I was always at odds with everything. And I think you could say the same thing, right?
Yeah.
That just in general, if things didn't go your way, like, you know, running into traffic or having a rough morning and waking up late, it's like it would just derail you. And it would derail me, and our days are ruined. And then from there on, it's just like a cascade of negative events and toxic emotions and just like this negativity that just breeds from it, and it'll ruin you.
Yeah.
We had the opportunity to do that throughout this trip more times than I can count.
Oh, yeah.
And we should mention that our kids were with us. Our kids are 8 and 10 years old. So they're old enough to like not throw fits in the aisle at the grocery store, but they're still at the age where they can be pretty difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
They're still young and they're still figuring out how life works and like they're processing things. And we'll just get into it. So on the way out, we were delayed just a bit. Not long at all. Not a big deal. But we landed with 4 50-pound bags, like the huge bags you pack, because we had a bunch of stuff with us, and nowhere to take them.
Shoes.
Mostly shoes, you're right. I packed 6 pairs. You packed like what, 4 or 5?
I wore every bit of them except for the heels. Anyway.
I didn't wear all mine. There was too much suede and it was too rainy and gross.
Oh, yeah. He wouldn't wear his fancy shoes out. And I was like, I don't care.
Quote unquote fancy. They're sneakers, y'all. Like I'm not wearing like some Ferragamos or anything like that.
Sneakerheads will understand.
Yeah, you guys get it. But anyway, we landed, no place to take our bags. We couldn't check into the Airbnb until 4 p.m. It is 7 a.m. when we land. So we Google where to drop bags in London. As it turns out, you can just basically hit up most hotels.
Yeah.
And pay like $5
$5.
and they'll just watch your bag. They'll lock it up and keep it secure and just watch your stuff.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It was really cool. So we just landed and just went exploring, just started walking around.
We were exhausted.
Yeah, we were like on very little sleep, coming back in backwards in time, or was that forwards in time?
We went forward.
We were screwed up 6 hours.
Yeah. But
Basically.
the kids handled it like a champ, and I love that.
I think the reason they did, though,
Yeah.
and this isn't just to say that they are good kids, but kids will echo your energy.
Absolutely.
And if they saw us frustrated, if they saw us being negative and arguing back and forth about all this uncertainty, then they would have done the same thing.
Yep.
But we kept a positive attitude. Like we said, we packed our positivity.
Mm-hmm.
There is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. We've discussed this in prior episodes, and we brought the happiness with us. So this is a tale of two families. This episode's really a tale of two families. On the way home, Murphy's Law applied. What can go wrong will go wrong. And it went wrong.
Yes.
So we left London just fine, no problems. We had a connecting flight, though, into Atlanta on our way back to Dallas. We get into Atlanta, and immediately we start getting alerts that our flight's being delayed. It was already a red-eye flight. I think initially it was like a 9 p.m. flight. Mm-hmm. Then it turned into like a 10:30 flight. Then it was like an 11 p.m. flight. And then finally, about 12 a.m., they tell us, hey, go ahead and get on the plane. Your pilot has arrived from like D.C. or something. He flew in.
No, that was the next flight.
Well, I've lost track of them all.
I know.
I can't even remember anymore. Either way, pilot was going to arrive and get us on this plane. So we get on the plane. It's like midnight, a little after 12. They board everybody. And I've got an aisle seat, and I can kind of see into the cockpit, and there's no pilots in there.
Yeah.
There were no pilots. And then soon after, a flight attendant pops on the speaker and says, hey, everyone, pilot that we had planned for this flight ran out of hours. We're going to have to deboard you, and you are going to get on the next plane at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Yep.
So by the time we all get off the plane and whatnot, it's about 1 in the morning. And we're just like, we've already been up for about 24 hours at this point, close to it. And we are just flat exhausted. Everyone's groaning and like, just pissed off. And you can hear everyone just, chirping. It's not a fun thing
I might have
to
said
do.
one bad word under my breath. Not going to lie.
I remember looking at you, and you looked at me, and we smiled and laughed and shrugged our shoulders and went, what are you going to do, right?
Yeah.
And our kids the same way. Like, they're exhausted. They're tired. They're little, not used to this kind of stuff, not used to a whole lot of adversity in their lives. But we gave them the right energy to deal with this.
Yes.
So we get off the plane, we deboard, we get into a terminal. They're offering us like hotels and meal vouchers and things like that. But
pointless.
We did the math, and we would have slept roughly 2 hours by the time we got an Uber, got to the hotel, if one was available, which turns out they actually weren't, come to find out the next morning, and then get up back into security the next morning. We're like, this is just pointless.
Yeah.
We're just going to sleep in the terminal.
Yep. We will figure this out. We had our jackets, our neck pillows, and our backpacks.
Yeah, and we made do. So we walked around until we found what looked like a nice cozy spot on the floor.
All the good chairs that didn't have the little arm rails were gone. They were already taken by people, and I was kind of bummed about that. But I still made it work with the chair arms or whatever, or the floor.
Paige and I walked around the terminal, and you know how a dog does. It'll just spin in circles about 12 times and then until it finds a good spot to lay down on the floor. Mm-hmm. That's what we did. We walked around. This spot looks good. We turned about 12 circles in a little spot, and then we hit the ground.
Yes.
And we just laid down and made the best of it. Our son fell asleep immediately.
He had the best sleep.
Kids can sleep anywhere.
There was nothing wrong with him. He was just like, I'm fine with this. I'm just going to lay down and go to sleep.
This is cool.
This is cool.
This is normal
whatever.
for me, whatever. And our daughter was about the same. She didn't sleep much, but had a really good attitude about it because we did.
Yep.
Because we're laughing, we're smiling, we're making the best of this.
Saying this is what it is.
Yeah, making jokes about it. Because at the end of the day, what good does it do to get upset? Who's being affected? Is it fixing the situation?
Hell no.
So then what is it doing? It's making us miserable.
Yeah.
It's making things worse.
Waste of energy.
It's showing our children this is how you act when you're met with adversity.
Yeah.
Which is not helping anything or anybody. Mm-mm. And this used to be in the beginning, this used to be a very intentional thing for me because I was so negative, and this was my mindset for so long, was to get mad. And if I got mad enough, it was going to fix it somehow.
Yeah.
You've always been so much better about this than I am. And I learned a lot from you. I learned a lot through recovery and, exploring myself and the way my brain works. But now it's almost automatic that I just go positive.
Yeah.
Just that's where I go. I go positive because I know when I go positive, I get a good reaction from the world in general.
Or even you go neutral sometimes. Like, it's not 100% positive or not negative. It's kind of just an in-between of just saying, this is just is.
You're in a state of acceptance.
Yeah.
You're in a state of acceptance.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is cool. Whatever.
Right.
So Paige and I did not sleep like the 8-year-old. We roughly, I'd say we might have managed an hour of sleep total.
Yeah. And because there were people vacuuming and the weird ass jazz music was so freaking loud, and the lights were bright and the windows, it was freezing in there, and we didn't have blankets. So we were just like curled up with our jackets, and it's like, okay.
A little rough. Yeah. And you're sleeping on a concrete floor.
Yeah.
It's just, man, but what are you going to do, right? So you wake up and...
I knew that it was temporary. That's my biggest thing when it comes to things like that, is that I know that it's temporary. I'm not going to be like this forever. So why be upset about it?
That's a great way to look at not just this situation, but life in general.
Yeah.
Pain is temporary, but so is pleasure.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all temporary.
That's where the balance comes in.
It's temporary. So when you're really excited, don't get too excited and don't try to make that permanent, because it's not.
Yeah.
And whenever you're upset, don't try to make that permanent, because it's not. Things will pass. Things come and go. Life comes in ebbs and flows and in waves.
What goes up must come down.
So as we're sitting there, we're like, this is just a minor inconvenience. We'll get home when we get home. Everything's going to be fine. Everything will be fine. So the tale of two families is there was another family that was just like ours, just a little bit older. The husband and the wife were about 5 to 7 years older than us. The kids were about 5 to 7 years older than ours. And they were on the plane the next morning. So the next morning, which the flight got delayed again, as we're just laughing about it at this point. So what else can you do? We get on the plane and they're a row in front of us. And the woman especially, she was just chirping, just pissed. Like every comment that came out of her mouth, and you could see it in her words. It was like she was spewing venom, just so pissed.
Right.
We've been here for 12 hours, Bob. We've been there.
I know that she just wanted to be heard, and I get that. Like, some people want to complain to just be heard, but that doesn't mean that you have to act that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes total sense. It's like a way of venting, getting it off your chest, and just I need.
But there's a better way to handle that.
Yeah, for damn sure there is. She wasn't doing any good to anyone or.
No, because the employees, they got called in too. They got called in at 2 a.m. to go to work at 7 a.m.
How do you think they felt?
And so they felt pretty bad too, but they were, they had smiling faces and were just like, okay, we're here to do what we got to do. But this lady, whew.
Man, she was hot. She was mad. She wanted everyone to know that she was not pleased. She was wearing out this poor flight attendant about how terrible the service was and how long they had to sit there.
I almost snuck a Tufo sticker in her bag.
You should have. What the hell's this?
These assholes.
Looked it up. I don't want to listen to this positive bullshit with this crap in my life. So,
let me be mad.
And so we finally get home. I don't even remember. At this point, we hadn't slept, but maybe, like I said, an hour in the last day plus. And so we're delirious. I don't remember what time it was or much about it at all. But what I do remember is when we landed, their whole, like when people go to deboard a plane, you get these people that stand up and act like they're going to get off sooner and it's going to make that much of a difference. Like, I understand if you're trying to catch a connection or something, right? Yeah. They weren't. They lived in DFW with us.
Yeah.
They cut off everyone in the aisle, hauled ass to the door, and still uttering just nonsense under their breath about how mad they were and how they'd been mistreated.
How the airline sucked and this and that. It's like they were the only ones who were affected by this.
How dare you have to get inconvenienced and sleep on the floor like many have done before.
Right.
You're not too good to be delayed. Stuff just happens. On the way to the bathroom, still just, I'm never flying this again, blah, 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 just pissed off. And I'm sitting there and I had this realization with half my brain working that her children have been watching this the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
This is how they're being taught to respond to stressful situations. They think this is okay.
Yeah.
They think that this is the way to get what you want in life, is to get pissed off and complain.
Speak your mind.
It's absolutely insane. And I think that this is so common now, which is why we're talking about it.
Yeah.
To bring awareness to it, that there will be a day where I catch myself doing the same thing. You will catch yourself doing this too.
Yeah.
And whoever's listening, you will catch yourself doing this. In that moment, I hope you remember this episode and what we're talking about. So life is a lot like jazz, and it's best when you improvise. Think about your favorite musician, your favorite actor, actors especially, and comedians as well. The great ones improvise. The script can't always be counted on. Sometimes the beauty is in what's not written, and it's in what we create. And we chose to create beauty out of chaos. We had an amazing time on this trip. This was so needed for us to get away and have an adventure, one of our spontaneous adventures. And the reason we travel like this is because although I do have memorable trips when we plan stuff, my most memorable trips with you have been the ones where we've just said, let's go figure something out. Let's just go explore and figure something out.
Yeah.
Remember that time in San Francisco?
Hell yeah. That was amazing.
We bought weed from a bike messenger.
Yes, we did.
And just walked around.
It was the best weed I ever had.
Just walked around aimlessly around San Francisco.
The sparkly sidewalks was amazing.
And we went to a restaurant and ordered like two or three
food.
times. Like,
yeah.
He would bring us food and we'd eat it all and then
Can you bring
again.
us a menu again? We're going to be here a few hours.
But just random adventures like that. It's
but here's
memorable.
the thing though. I used to not be like this. I used to be so scheduled and regimented, and things would stress me out if I did not have it. If I didn't have control. I think that the whole thing about itineraries and having everything planned out is that you want control over this situation. And most of the time I would get disappointed because it wouldn't work out the way that I thought it should work out. So when we do it this way, every vacation gets better and better, and I have the least amount of anxiety that I've ever had. It's just crazy how it works that way.
And so we're planning our next adventure now, which we will document as well.
Oh, I cannot wait.
It's going to be epic. We're going back to San Francisco, minus the weed for me, for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to
Maybe we'll find you some.
No, pass. No, I can't handle that shit anymore.
We're going to check out the city for a few days, and then we're going to fly north into Oregon. We're going to rent like a little van RV thing.
Yes.
And we're just going to go tour the state.
Yep.
We've got 4 or 5 landmarks we want to get in the area of, but we're not married to seeing them.
Exactly.
And we're just going to go see what we can find. If we see a detour that looks fun, we're hitting it.
Yeah.
And we're going to go explore while the kids are at camp away this summer for 2 weeks. And I can't freaking wait.
It's going to be incredible.
Yeah. So, sorry about that. I don't know what that was. Some random electronic noises out here.
Yeah, well, it's life.
One thing I want to finish with, something I think we should mention when it comes to English food.
Oh, it's freaking bomb.
It's a lot better than people claim.
Yeah, the fish and chips, the sausage rolls. Oh my gosh, they were so good.
Which doesn't sound like much, but it's really good the way they do it.
Oh my gosh, the meat pie that we got from Diddley Squat was like pig pie or something. I don't remember what it said.
It was pork something.
It was pork pie. It was, oh my God, so good.
Like a pastry with pork and a bunch of, I don't know what that goo was in there.
I don't know. It was like goo from the pork.
So tasty though. Like British food gets a lot of hate. Man, we ate like kings.
Yeah, we came back super fluffy.
Oh yeah. So if you probably seen our IG and know that we're in pretty good shape. We are fluffy. We came home.
We're in cut mode.
We came home and was like, damn, man.
Damn. But you know what? It was worth it because we know how to get back on track. And that's what's great about it.
I have a nice little 2-pack going right now.
Same. Mine has a little bit of fluff on top of the 2-pack. So you got that going.
Oh, man.
We're good though. It's good. That's a whole totally different episode about that.
We'll post before and after pictures after about 3 weeks back in.
Yeah.
And you'll see. But I have to mention full English breakfast. Full English breakfast, if you're not aware, is beans.
Hell yes.
They eat beans for breakfast.
Beans are delicious.
And it's basically just like baked beans. It's not like it's a special
I think it's like pork
recipe.
and beans.
But it's a little more bland than pork and beans. We use like brown sugar
Either
and
way,
bacon.
it comes in a can, and it's honestly not.
Comes out of a tin, they say.
Which makes more sense than can.
Comes out of a tin.
A tin, because it's tin.
Is it still made out of tin? I think it's aluminum now. I'm not sure. It's a can. It's the shape we're talking. Either way, it's beans, toast, eggs. There was tomatoes, right? Like just random tomatoes.
Yeah.
And then there was black pudding. Okay, I got timeout. English people, why is everything pudding? You're going to hand me a deflated dinner roll. You're going to hand me cake and then hand me...
They don't call the cakes pudding.
Bloody sausage. And this is all pudding? No, they said sticky toffee pudding.
That was sticky toffee pudding?
Pudding. Everything's pudding to these people.
The tour guy, who was amazing, told us what it meant, but I don't remember what he said. It had something to do with the juices that you cook with it. And like he had this whole spiel on it.
I constitutionally reject his explanation. It was poor. I'm not for it. No, you cannot tell me this is all pudding.
You're dumb.
Pudding comes in 2 flavors, chocolate and vanilla, sometimes tapioca.
What about rice pudding and banana pudding?
Banana's fire. Okay.
Okay, we're getting off topic with puddings. Ooh, HP sauce.
HP sauce. No, it's not how you say it.
HP sauce.
Yeah, HP sauce, which is
bomb, y'all. Oh my gosh. It's like ketchup, but better.
It's sort of like, have you ever had the original like Heinz 57 sauce? It's sort of like A1 sauce, sort of like ketchup, but more like vinegary.
Yeah, and it's not as like tart-y.
Man, they put it on. It stands for House of Parliament sauce, HP, and it's amazing. We
ordered a bottle.
We took packets out of restaurants and stuck them in our bags, and we would just put it on random foods as we went around London.
Yeah,
it was great. It was so much fun. It was an incredible trip.
It rained a lot. It snowed a lot. We walked in the rain. We danced in the rain. The kids were even... That's another thing that was like kind of an adversity type thing, is the kids walking around in the rain and the cold. I mean, it was like 40 degrees.
One day it didn't... I think it was right at freezing the entire day. It was
so cold. And we just like dealt with it because we were in a cool place and we were like, this is only temporary and we'll deal with it.
We saw everything we wanted to see and more. Stuff I didn't even know existed that we just found along the journey. And it was so much fun. And there's something to be said about improving to improve, and that your expectations will dictate your happiness. And that, like jazz, life is best when you improv. Mm-hmm. It was so much fun. We hope that you've gotten something from this episode. If anything, just, when life presents you a river, life is a river. It's flowing water. You've got 2 choices. You can float down it calmly, take things as they come, or you can turn around and try to swim upstream and exhaust yourself, getting nowhere.
Boom.
Literally.
Be like water.
Be like water. Choose growth.
Flow.
Okay, so you can check us out on social media, on Instagram at @2fo_couple. That's TWFO_couple. We are on Facebook at 2fo_couple. We are on TikTok at 2fo_couple. We've got a website at www.twofocouple.com and a YouTube channel, which I think we're slightly behind on, aren't we?
Yes, we are behind on that.
We'll get back on that.
Yeah.
The link for that is in our show description. I believe it's 2fo_couple as well, but I could be wrong. That might have been taken or something. Maybe they didn't allow underscores. There was something weird.
I need to write this stuff down. We have a lot.
But it's great if you want to watch us talk, because I know a lot of you weirdos like to watch people. You'd rather just watch a video than listen to a podcast.
And on this episode, you might be seeing this little pterodactyl guy that keeps flying around.
What are those?
He's been going from there to there all the way around. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, they're those big old bugs that they look like pterodactyls. Some people call them big ass mosquitoes, but it's not a mosquito.
They look like
or
a mosquito,
a mayfly type thing. I don't know. We've looked it up before.
He's been dive bombing me the whole time I've been in here.
Either way, I call him a pterodactyl, and he's been hanging out with us. So.
It's springtime, and it is weird bug season here in Texas. I think that's all we've got.
Yep.
Did we cover it all?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I mean, I did want to talk about how you almost got my kids hit by a car, but that's okay.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's just add it here at the end. We've got a few minutes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So the kids and Matt, the kids were following Matt like ducklings with their daddy duck, and he just crossed the street where there wasn't a crosswalk, and
I was 5 feet from it.
It was raining, and this car was hauling ass. It was a white van, and they go, honk, honk, and it almost hit my family.
They didn't. We're here. She was so
That is
pissed.
the only time that I was really pissed, for a little bit of time, because he just didn't pay attention to where they were walking.
She was so pissed.
That's the thing that's stressful in the city with kids. It's like, there are cars coming everywhere. Plus, you got to look right instead of left, or look left instead of right, because they're coming on the other side of the road, and it's a little nerve-wracking.
I will say this one last thing. If you are going to drive in the UK, make sure you have a co-pilot. Paige is she's my rock just in life. But when it comes to driving around London, like I could not have done this without her.
But we were fighting.
No, we weren't fighting. You were just yelling at me. I was
you
just taking it.
You almost hit people.
Well, that's the thing. So I was driving on the roads. I was navigating these odd-looking signs, the weird placement of the street lights, driving on the other side of the road, and I didn't have time to worry about some dude walking to work or some cyclist in Lycra, popping out in front of me. So Paige was like my eyes for the people, and I would watch the road. So I'd be like focused, and she'd be like, "Dude on the left, cyclist, here he comes!" And she kept me from running over people.
Oh, yeah, but then they were like, "You don't think I didn't see him?" Well, no, jackass.
Sometimes I did.
Sometimes
and I'm like,
you didn't.
That dude's
see
right
them.
in front of me. How can I not see him?
And I always felt like the cars that were passing on my side were going to hit me. I thought you were hugging that lane way too much. I was like this the whole time. I wish I could see.
Not going to say it was perfect by any means, but we got it done, and we will never forget that.
And that discomfort is making me want to do more uncomfortable things.
It was fun, right?
That. Yes,
and
it was
memorable, and we'll remember this.
I
for
love
the rest
that
of
you
our
push
lives.
me to do shit that I don't like to do. Thank you, dear.
And thank you for. I think the citizens of London would thank you because there are not 4 or 5 dead people.
That's true.
All right, I think that's all we've got.
Yeah, we're good.
Until next time, I am Matt.
I'm Paige.
And we'll see you.
Bye.